Hey guys,
And X.
and we are
Two Guys Talkin Games.
the big one, episode 30.
30, man. Woo!
Oh, after a week off.
After a week off,
a week off. PAX East last
Man,
week.
that was fun. I enjoyed myself. It was really cool. I mean, it sucked that neither Nintendo or Sony had a presence there, and the type of game that Microsoft was displaying were somewhat, lackluster because I already have the Xbox One. But then again, what else would they be showing if, you know what I mean? There's not really many games out there. I'm guessing that's how come Sony wasn't there as well, because they wouldn't have had anything to show, you know what I mean? I'm guessing Nintendo didn't show, God knows why. I don't know. I mean, that kind of sucked, because I would have loved to have played like a playable demo of Mario Kart 8 or something, you know? Even though I'm picking up the game regardless at the end of May when it comes out, but, it is what it is.
That is a head scratcher, because especially that game you just mentioned, because the game's coming out soon, so it's finished. If they could have had a playable demo, and it could have put some people over the fence that were on the fence about the game, or maybe the Wii U system, or So I'm a little confused about that as well. Before we get to PAX East, I wanted to ask you what you're playing this week.
Man. Well, of course, I've been doing some Dark Souls. Dark Souls 2. I've been trying to catch up to Chaotic's first original playthrough, because he still hasn't finished. Because, he sucks.
Oh wait, he
still hasn't finished the game.
You guys haven't wrapped it up?
Well, he's at the end. He's at the end. He's doing memories and stuff now. I don't know if he actually finished it though. Because he was doing that yesterday. We did some co-op, like we were able to. Jump in and did some co-op, but aside from that, I mean, I already beat the game twice, 3 times.
You know what to expect. Which bosses did you have?
Duke's Dear Frazier. And what other boss did I? No, I don't think I helped him out with another boss. It was just getting from point A to point B.
Yeah. So you're on your personal file. Are you on +2?
No, I haven't. I ended it at that +1. I'm at the end of it.
Okay.
Because I believe we'll possibly be able to. I didn't move on because you could only play with people that are on that same level. If I were to go to +2 with that character, I wouldn't be able to play, with either you or Chaotic on with that one character. Like right now you're on that on your +1 gameplay. You can say, "Oh, hey, listen,
I'm deep
can
in.
you go over here, put your summon down, so as I could summon you, and you can help me out?" Yeah, sure. You know what I mean? So
yeah. We might want to do that, because I'm having fun. And again, I played a lot of +1 by myself. I played last night and this morning. I did the whole Iron Keep. Strangely enough, is it the Smelter Demon? Is that how you say it? The Smelter Demon, which in my opinion, is one of the most unpredictable, harder bosses of it. You got to say, what's the hardest boss of the game? You got to pick something. Well, I always thought the Smelter Demon was in the top 3. Strangely enough, I went in, and the first time I got lucky.
Oh, cool.
I really do believe I got lucky. I was very, very safe in my hits. You know what? I don't get greedy with my hits, and as long as I have some stamina left, like, I never swing for the fences. But I will say, I do have to tell you something about Dark Souls 2. I was going to text you this yesterday because I was aggravated with it, but I figured it was easier to tell you. Back in the Belfry Luna again. Finished that area, by the way. But, there's something to be said for, I'm going to tell you about 2 types of players that, they're not invaders, but the Gray Spirits, they invade your game. It says invade, but it's not technically. They're invaded without them really wanting to be. They're pulled into the game. But what happens is, if I get summoned, or if I get invaded by 2 guys at once, I think it's really something to be said for the player that invades you the second when they just stand aside and wait for you to fight the first guy.
Right.
That is really something. There's something to be said about that person's character, because I had that a few times where I got lucky and I killed the first invader. After he had vanquished, the second one bowed. We fought. Now that's someone I don't mind losing to. Yeah. Really, because that's like, he's like, you fight him, but then you got the guys that this guy invades my game, great spirit, whatever, whatever freaking hell you want to call him. Okay, I'm annihilating this guy because he's just not experienced, I guess. Every time he rolls away, I hit him. He's taking chunks because of that. He's got little health left. So he's trying to run away to heal. I'm like, no. Right when that happens, another guy invades me. So I'm fighting him. The other guy gets behind me on the staircase, and now they start both hitting me. I'm stuck. When I die, then they start shaking their hands. Like, no. Like I got you, bro.
I was like, bitch, it was two of you. What the fuck?
Right. And that to me is pathetic, because that says something about someone's character. You couldn't fight me by yourself, so now you're gloating because you beat me, but under different circumstances.
Right, you weren't alone. It wasn't one-on-one, That
is one of the most gutless things that I have seen in Dark Souls 2. That really bothers me, because when I've invaded a game in that respect, the summoning part, and they're already fighting someone, I make it a point. I know you're going to laugh at me. I make it a point not to attack.
No. That's understandable. You let them finish. When they're done, then it's one-on-one.
Because it's easy just to run up to him and start hitting him when he's already. It's like, talk about the poor guy's trying to freaking play the game.
That's a bitch move, man. That's a bitch move.
I just, that really bothers me. But other than that, I'm trucking along here. I just finished Iron Keep. I just want to let you know. And the next part right now I'm on is what next part would I go into? I'm probably going to go into the Shaded Woods. Yeah. I'm going to start that whole area and just hit up that whole area. So I don't know if you're able to join. You might be higher, lower.
No, I'd pretty much be able to join that probably. Yeah. Right. Yeah, just let me know.
Because I'm like a 180 something.
Yeah, right, we should be able to, because remember last time we were around. No, I was like, God, I was quite a few levels ahead of you, and you joined.
And you still joined. Okay. So that's cool. Now, you had mentioned before the show you had picked up the new Plants vs. Zombies.
Yes, man. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Picked that up. Saw it at PAX East playable. And had a blast, man. Had a blast, and decided I was finally able to get my TV back, because we bought another one for the living room. Because I was using my projector for my 360, so I was on Dark Souls using my projector and stuff while my TV was in the living room before, while we got. In the meantime, before we bought the new TV for the living room, because the one in the living room crapped up, and I gotta have something for the kids and the wife, so I was using I wasn't able to use my Xbox One because the Xbox One doesn't have the VGA a cable for VGA for the projector, so I was on that. So I haven't been able to pick it up. I've been wanting to pick it up, so I finally was able to get on my Xbox One and picked it up, man. Picked it up. As soon as I started playing it, I texted Chaotic, and I was like, dude, you got to pick this game up. He picked it up, and all last night and today before he went to work, that's all we were doing. That's all we were doing, man. It is awesome. It is a fun game. It is my game of the year so far. Happy game of the year. It's the fun game. It's like it's a fun game. It's like little kids could play it. A lot of little kids are on it. Actually, you could hear on their headsets. But it's really fun. It is really fun. They have different modes. Their multiplayer is first person shooter. It's really cool. Well, third person shooter. Yeah, really? It's really cool.
Yeah,
really cool. I would definitely
Okay, and
recommend it.
I could have sworn I saw that for $40.
It is $40.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It is $40.
I didn't check that out at PAX East. Like I saw the thing for it, but when we walked by, and then I didn't get a chance. I was doing something else. You guys are checking that out. I should have, but yeah, PAX East, man. Well, I just want to say the only other game I'm playing is Metro Last Light.
Yeah, you're trying to be done with that.
Yeah, it's a decent game. It's really hard to. Metro Last Light is an excellent shooter. I easily give it a 9. It's that good. But when you compare it to Dark Souls 2, which are completely different games, but my point is when you have Dark Souls 2 in front of you and Metro Last Light,
you got to play Dark Souls 2.
And the thing is, I finished the game. This is what we talk about when we say addiction. It's just something that you keep going back to, and you finish the first game. Say it's like 3 games already finished. Now I'm in a new game +1, and all these Red Invader guys are in places that I didn't expect them to be. So now it's like even more of a challenge. So it's like, it's another new challenge.
Another new challenge, yeah. That's true.
So, but anyway, PAX East, yep, it's in the books. I will say this: I was somewhat disappointed in PAX East. But what were your first impressions on the place?
I mean, it was much to be expected. Of course, you got vendors and a lot of indie games and just a whole lot of different tournaments going on. Things that I really wasn't interested in. There were some games that I did want to see. I wanted to play. Unfortunately, was not going to be able to. Those lines were ridiculous.
Right.
I was disappointed that neither Sony nor Nintendo had a presence there. Then Microsoft, I mean, you can't really blame Microsoft for what they were showcasing. They had Xbox One up, Xbox One games. It is what it is. They had all the games that are out for the system. You know what I mean? It's like if Sony was there, Sony would have been doing the same thing. They would have just had, Killzone or not. You know what I mean? It's whatever they have out. You know what I mean? Because
they're just going to be preaching to the people who haven't gotten the system yet.
And then that's pretty much what Microsoft is doing. Unfortunately, Nintendo, like I was saying, Nintendo wasn't there, and that sucked. Because I was really looking forward to playing a few of the games from Nintendo. Hopefully next year's PAX East, with the systems being out already a year, there's going to be more games, and hopefully, I think it was just bad timing on our part because of the systems just
first
coming
year
out.
The systems, yeah, you're right. That could very well be. I mean, I was disappointed that The Witcher 3 wasn't there on display, and Dragon Age Inquisition. I was really looking forward to seeing some gameplay.
You and me both.
For both those games.
You and me both.
Yeah, I was. To me, it seems like a missed opportunity for those two developers. But we don't. I mean, who knows the story behind why they weren't there? I would have loved to have played Evolve, but it just seems like I think my daughter Mariah said it in a nutshell. She goes, "You're describing that the same way it's like when we're at Disney. You wait in line for 2 hours to take a ride that's 5 minutes." And in a sense, it's the same thing. I mean, we waited in the Wolfenstein line. Would you say hour and a half?
Yeah, an hour and a half to 2 hours. We played the first opening mission.
Like 15 minutes, or they let you play until the next cutscene, so it's like, 15, 20 minutes?
That's pretty much what that was. I mean, so you're playing for that, and that's pretty much to be expected. It kind of sucks because you can't sit there and play the whole game. You can't play 45 minutes and stuff. There's just so many people trying to play the game. But it is what it is. Next year, I would still love to go. I want to see what other systems would make it there next year. I would really like to see Sony and Nintendo there, and actually go and probably try for a Friday. Probably try for a Friday.
Sunday going. You might be onto something there, because I saw the scheduling, and it seemed like Saturday too, but Friday especially had a lot of other things
Yes.
on the agenda. Maybe Sunday's kind of like the last day, and maybe all the good stuff has kind of been done. I mean, who knows? But I did notice that on the agenda on Friday, it just seemed like there were a lot of other things scheduled that we didn't get a chance to see. But they still had some good stuff going on. The thing I don't like is what you really can't avoid is there's people everywhere. It's hot. It's just bumping into you. I mean, a lot of the stuff is just like
it's one of those conventions. It is what it is. Those are the type of people. Well, not type of people, but that's just how it is when you go to those places.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I still had a really good time. I still enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the company.
Yeah.
I had my sister-in-law had Chaotic there. You were there. So we had a blast.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Yep. I didn't enjoy. I did not enjoy. Spending $10 on a sandwich, but I was like, son of a bitch.
Well, technically we did.
Well, yeah, no, we did. Thank you, Chaotic.
Thank you for feeding us, brother.
No, but see, next time it would be a book bag with water bottles like we had this time and sandwiches.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think that'd be in some bars, some protein bars or something.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. We did meet some interesting people.
Yes, we did.
It's cool to talk to some gamers in line
it was really cool.
and stuff like that. That was fun. Just all walks of life, gamers, male, female, 20, 50 year olds. That was kind of cool. Really cool. I really did want to go into the Enemy Within. It wasn't a playable demo, but it was a demo that you can watch being played. That would have been cool. It comes out in August. I'm kind of psyched about that game. It does have the potential to suck. I don't know why I feel that way.
Because they have to do it right. That's why. Well, see, every game has potential to suck because it's always going to be that first game, unless it's a recurring franchise like the second part or the third part of a franchise that already it's set up and it's already good and stuff. You're always going to have a feeling like it. Look at Titanfall. You know what I mean? Before it came out, before I played the beta, I was like, Yeah,
you
played that beta. It was like, oh hell no.
You were like,
game over, man. It was what it was. So it was really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It is cool that they had that whole thing on display where you can put your face.
Yeah, I did that. I posted that up.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was funny.
Was really cool on the Facebook
I told my wife about it. I was like, "Oh, did you see the Evil Within poster?" She's like, "Yeah, but I didn't look at all of it because I was scared." Why don't you scroll down? Oh shit, it was you. I'm like, yeah. Like a couple days later, I'm like, really? Now you noticed it?
Yeah.
But but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, because at first glance, you don't know it's But no, I did miss out on seeing that. I would have liked to have seen that. And they give you a free poster for what that's worth. I mean, it's not like it was going to hang up anywhere.
Yeah.
Evolve, like I said, that really has some great potential. On the subject of Evolve, is Valve doing that, right?
I believe so, yes.
Evolve. Same guys that did Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 were both at Target today, $19.99.
Oh, wow.
I was surprised because even though they're older games, those have been hard games to get a hold of.
Yeah.
In stores.
Because people buy them and they don't trade them back in.
They buy them.
They don't trade them in.
They buy them and they go online with them. So this game kind of looks similar to Left 4 Dead, but it does look like they kind of stepped it up a notch where there's a team of 4 and each one has a specific job. And then you could play the thing that you're hunting down as well. So that game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to play.
Oh yeah,
a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait. I mean, there was a reason why we stayed there watching them because it was pretty cool. Even though they had a really long line, they still had the monitors facing out so that people around could just look at it and take a look and see.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
Playing, so it was really cool.
Yeah. Now, how about the whole Borderlands thing? Now, I kept seeing that big sign, and I was trying to make sense of it. It said, "See the prequel." What did it say? It said some. It was a play.
Yeah, it was. Well, it's. I guess it's the prequel to Borderlands 2 that's going to be coming out.
Prequel to the sequel.
To the sequel. Would I have waited in line to just watch some new footage that they know? Did we? No.
Yeah.
That wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? I mean, it's Borderlands. We know how Borderlands is. We know Borderlands is pretty good. I'm not going to sit there and wait in line and do that shit. That's just not going to happen.
Well, then I thought, okay, are they advertising the Vita version and it's the original game? Because if you think of the play on words, it's a prequel to the sequel. So it's a prequel to Borderlands 2, which would be Borderlands.
Yeah, but I know. But no, it can't be, because Borderlands 2 is what they're coming out with for the Vita.
Oh, it's 2.
Yeah.
It's 2.
No, it's not 1. Okay. It's straight up Borderlands 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been cool to see. That whole thing where they put it in a big box. It looks like a theater, and there's a 2 to 3 hour wait line. You know, guys, I know I don't run the show. But there's got to be a better way.
Yeah, I didn't like that whole. I didn't like that whole secrecy bullshit that they were pulling. I was like, come on now, really. If you want people to get this damn game, put that shit up on the screens like the other games were, you know? And that's what made it awesome.
It just takes too long to get from point A to point B, you know? It just, it's like you could spend all day
waiting in line.
seeing 2 games.
Much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It was just, there were some other interesting things. Man, what do you think about Elder Scrolls
Online? My God, dude.
Is your how's your opinion now on the whole monthly
man,
fee?
after seeing what we saw at PAX East, sweet Lord, baby Jesus. Baby Jeebus!
That blew me away, man.
It was awesome. It was freaking awesome. I don't know. Thinking about it, it's not like I'm going to sit there and pay for the damn thing for a whole freaking year. That's not going to happen, because I'm not going to play the game a whole year. There's too many freaking games. Look at me. Right now in the month of May, I have freaking 6 games I'm picking up because I already have 6 games in the radar to play. You know? It is what it is. I don't have time to sit there. Thank God Dark Souls 2 came out when it did, because it's not like I have right now. If it would have came out right now, it would have been really tough, because I don't have 140 hours, 150 hours to spend on one game like I did in like I have on Dark Souls 2. That's just, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It is not going to happen. So I'm glad I have Kirby coming out for the 3DS. I have Borderlands 2 coming out for the Vita. God of War HD remake of 1 and 2 for the Vita.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs, Mario Kart, and Wolfenstein. You know what I mean? And so my whole month of May is filled up. Hopefully, when this game comes out, it'll be early summer. No other games around.
Yeah.
No other games, on the radar. And I'll be able to play it for maybe 3 months. And then after that, chuck it. And it's gone.
Which, I mean, the way we play games, it's like 3 months is a really good time. If you think about committing 3 months to a game like that, you can get a lot accomplished in 3 months. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a good ample amount of time.
Yeah, 3 months. I mean, I would give it 3 months and be done. You know what I mean? So I'll pay the $45 fee and stuff, and then just any DLCs or anything, okay, that's good, but I'm good.
Or it wouldn't be 30, because don't you get the
first month free, so it'll be what, $30?
Okay.
So I'll probably end up doing that, play that exclusively, for the consoles, because on my systems I'll probably be on the other games. I have a backlog on the freaking systems.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, but
yeah. There's quite a lot out there. There were some other games that I saw that were interesting. I really didn't know about the whole Aliens versus Marines.
Yes, no.
It's
not Aliens versus Marines. It is. Hold on, let me look it up. I have it in the.
Yeah, check it out.
In the my pictures. I took a whole bunch of pictures and I posted them up on the on the page.
Why you look that
really
up?
Cool. Here it is. It was natural selection combat. Yes, natural selection combat, and dude, it was awesome. My sister-in-law came by. She gave me the memory card for the camera that she was using.
Yeah, for the picture.
So I have that up. I'm gonna try to see if I can upload them today or tomorrow, and I'll put up the rest of the pictures. She's got a few more. different pictures than what I had put up. Natural selection, man, combat. It was awesome. It was awesome. The PC game. It was really fun. Signed up for the beta, so I'm looking to upgrade my PC here. So I'll probably end up with something a little nicer and be able to play that. And I have to mention this game because I liked it. I liked the whole premise. Yes, the whole tower defense of
Habitat?
No.
Oh, no. Really?
No.
So you really
I did not like that damn game. I didn't fucking like that damn game. Chaotic like that shit. I didn't like that shit. No.
Oh, I thought you actually liked that.
No, I just didn't. I don't want the guy to feel bad. So I was like, "Oh yeah, man, you guys are doing a great job with this shit. Yeah, this crap is awesome." I was like, "Yeah, my own little play on words." I was like, "Yeah, it's really good." No, no. Habitat's not for me. That was crap.
So what's the tower defense game here? Speaking of,
that's you made me forget. No, the game I'm talking about is World Zombination.
Oh,
that was awesome. I really liked it. It was like top down, but in an angle, like a third person, a 3D view. The whole cityscape, you control either the zombies or the humans, and you put up you're using the different types of zombies to break down the defenses that the humans put up and take over those places, or if you're the humans, you put up the different types of defenses and you try to hold back. And they have different types of zombies that'll do great against certain things, and you just have to have the know-how on where to put them and just run it. And you just have to. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. It's by the company Proletariat. And that is definitely a game. I signed up for the beta. I'm waiting. I already got their newsletter on my email. I'm waiting for them to send out the beta codes, and I'm going to be jumping.
No, what's it going to be on?
I believe it's PC, like tablet,
PC
and I believe they're trying for PSN, PlayStation Network.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a really, really, really good game. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did look at that, and that looked like it could be a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. So Habitat didn't really...
No, I wasn't a fan of Habitat. Chaotic was, because he likes shit like that. I'm not... No.
But what exactly...
I don't know. The guy gave me the freaking controller and, the mouse there and the keyboard, and he was like, okay, well, build your not PlayStation, your space station. I'm like, all right. So I started grabbing whatever the hell I could find and put it all together, and then I guess you're supposed to launch it. I guess I don't know. There's maybe some bad people that come out and try to fight you. I don't know. I didn't get that far. All I did was make all these. You rat bastard! Shut up! I made this retarded, huge-looking crap and just blew it all up.
It looked really cool. I kid you not. It looked cool, but I didn't play it, so I don't know how it felt to play it.
You didn't miss anything.
But
it was.
And then I thought you were busting my chops when you said, "Oh, I just sat down. I just want to."
No, hell yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to sit down. Yeah,
really
I was serious. I wanted to sit down. Shit, there was no chairs nowhere. I was like, "Fuck, I'm tired."
That I know, man. I was walking around like, "Dang, man, I need to sit down myself, man." Yeah, the whole indie section was more impressive than I thought.
Yeah, they had a few great indie games. I was looking at them. I was like, wow. I posted them up on the page. Those are definitely games to keep an eye out for, and a lot of them are going to be coming to Xbox Arcade and the PlayStation Network.
Yep. That's cool.
I would definitely keep an eye on those indie games. They're really, 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 really cool.
Another game that they had a playable demo, but didn't really get a chance. I guess I wasn't really in the mood. It was towards the end of the day. Murdered.
Yes.
Sole Suspect or whatever it's called. Yes. That looks like it could be interesting. It does have crap potential. It depends on how the story plays out. I like the whole
I
premise.
do too. I do too. I've been keeping an eye on out for Murdered. It looked really good. I mean, we were looking at people playing it, and it was pretty cool. The whole premise that you're looking for clues, and you know you're already dead,
Clues,
and you're trying to solve all these murders.
Yeah.
Maybe depending on what ratings it gets, you know what I mean. It might be a 7-day pickup. A used 7-day pickup.
True. So I think it comes out the first week of June.
Man, I don't need no other freaking games.
I think it did. I think it said June.
Bitch.
I could have sworn maybe it was later June, but I thought I saw June as the month. It reminded me of a cross between Indigo Prophecy and Condemned, the original Condemned, where you're trying to find clues, and which to me is very, very interesting. I love stuff like that if it's done right. So hopefully it'll be done right. They did have the playable demo. I just watched someone else play it for a short bit.
Yeah,
and,
I did.
And it was good.
I did too. It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I like the costumes at PAX East. I like the people that dressed up. It was really cool. Some better than others.
Yeah.
Others, I mean,
absolutely. Others I didn't know what they were.
Why is this guy in boxing shorts and boots and that's it?
Dude, I have no idea.
I was like, okay.
I felt bad because I think he thought I really wanted to take a picture of him as the character that he was
fucking character he was
portraying. I don't know who he was. All I knew was it was a guy without a shirt walking around with shorts on, with a top hat or something on, a hat on or something. And he saw I was taking this photo, so he came over, and I wasn't gonna be a jerk, because I'm sure he knows who he is.
Yeah. That's what's bad. But see, that wasn't the worst one I saw. The worst one I saw so far, the one that I believe, was the guy that was walking around with swimming trunks, flip-flops, and a towel around his shoulder. When we were waiting in line for Wolfenstein, I was like, what the fuck is that? Don't know. I don't know. I didn't know. Some guy walking around with some swim trunks, some flip-flops, and a towel on his shoulder. I was like, wow, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
That or your buddy there with the red shirt and the climbing gear.
Oh,
that is your man.
That's my man. Did you see? Okay, best costume by far to me was the guy in the wheelchair with
really.
No, I
have that picture too. I could put it up because my sister-in-law, she took a picture of it.
I didn't know what he was at first, and he's like, "I took an arrow to the knee." And now,
no.
I thought
that was original,
but was he really did he have like a cast on or something?
That was all fake.
No, okay. I thought maybe then while I got my cast on, I might as well put a fake arrow in my knee or something.
No, that was all right. That was just weird.
So what other games did we see? I don't even know. Let me think about Elder Scrolls. They had that other one behind it that was called. It looked very Skyrim-ish. Remember, it was Blade.
I don't know.
Battle Mage? Yes. Battle Mage. Something Battle
Mage.
Yeah, it was one word. It was like Lock something or other, and then underneath it said Battle Mage. It was right behind Elder Scrolls. Don't you remember? And all they were doing was casting magic.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
yes. And it did look Skyrim-ish. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looked like it had potential.
No, that one fell under my radar. I was like, no. Yeah. No, it was all right.
So I'll cancel
your the 20 pre-orders you put in for yourself, because I don't want none of that.
No, Christine's like, you guys need to rent out some space next year.
No! What am I going to do over there? No. No way, man. No way.
At least 1,000. I am a little disappointed. Let me just say, a little disappointed. She handed out just really nice of her to do that. Hand out all the two Guys Talking Games cards to people. She probably handed out easily 100.
Oh, a little bit over that. Yeah.
Over 100. Okay. our likes went up one.
It is what it is.
You know,
hey, listen,
we did have a couple new subscribers on YouTube. I noticed, but I would have thought our likes would have went up a little bit.
Well, you gotta think about it. We only did 100 cards around there. To how many people were 10. In there? You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I was hoping to get about 10 likes out of that at least. You know, about 10%. But
nope, we got 1%.
Who knows? Yeah. Literally 1%. And it might not even been someone at
but it's all good. It is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
It is what it is.
We wouldn't have known unless we handed them out. So it's not like we would have known how many people would have liked our page. But in any case, it was still pretty cool. I think, like you said, Friday would have probably been a little more eventful.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna have to try. You know, I don't know what month it is that the tickets start going on sale. But I want to go down.
Fall. It's Well, I got them in. I think I got them last October, and I believe I got them a couple of weeks right after they went on sale. So I think the earliest they would go on sale is like end of September.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that because I mean, I want to go again, and I'll try for Friday. You know, and I don't want to give up on just go once, have a lackluster experience at PAX East and say, okay, I'm done. When neither Sony nor my Nintendo were there, and it was a launch year. And right after a launch where there's hardly any games, of course there's hardly going to be anything there. You know? So.
You know, I think Sony would have had a great time really pushing Vita.
Yes.
I think they have enough games coming out. They could have really milked that and displayed a lot of stuff.
I was looking forward to Sony being there for their Vita. I wanted to see a lot of their Vita stuff. I wanted to see a lot of things going on with that, but man, what the hell is typical Sony? They never promote their shit, man.
They don't
freaking promote, man.
We said this for years. We said this for years. Whenever we've seen commercials, it's rarely Sony. It's some Nintendo game or it's Microsoft. And you know, speaking of all these companies, I've been seeing a few articles here and there that are saying, you know, PlayStation 4 winning. They sold 7 million. What's happening here? Didn't they? I honestly, I'm asking you. These consoles came out in November, right? I mean, that's 5 months ago. December, January, March. You know, it just seems a little early to be to be having articles with these
articles that say what? Consoles shipped?
Winning.
Was it consoles shipped? Because okay, that's great. Or
I just don't. I think it's just a little early to be. Right here we go. I'll go into this right here. On IGN, actually, PlayStation 4 is winning the war. What's next? Sony is trouncing its competition, but the battle's just begun. Okay, I'm going to read you the first paragraph, so maybe we can get a clue as to what is going on here. Almost immediately after PlayStation 4 launched in mid-November, it was clear that Sony was onto something. The company managed to sell 1 million PS4s in 24 hours. And the console was only out in North America. It was an incredible victory for a company that previously announced over 1 million PS4 pre-orders that were presumed to be spread across multiple territories, from the U.S. to Sony's stronghold of Europe to its home country of Japan. Suddenly, PS4 was a true force with its record-setting sales. Okay, Sony was doing everything right. Let's see, PS4 can play Blu-rays and boot up Netflix, but who cares? You buy a gaming console for games. Everything else is icing on the cake. Sony's message, especially when juxtaposed to Microsoft's TV sports Call of Duty centric approach, has clearly won out so far. Fast forward 6 months, 5 months, 6 months, after PS4's launch, we're saying that Sony has a commanding lead over Microsoft at this early point is an understatement. PS4 has sold over 7 million units. Each of those consoles is in consumers' hands, attached to a television in their homes. Microsoft, on the other hand, has shipped 5 million units, and perhaps 500,000 or more are still sitting on store shelves. So they sold, like, I think it's safe to say they sold about 5 million. PS4s are hard to find. Okay, let me just say something. I will say this. I don't have a preference at this point, but just this past weekend, I was in Walmart, Target, Toys R Us. All three stores had both systems. They had plenty of systems, plenty of PS4s, plenty of Xbox Ones. I didn't see one or the other. Do you know what I'm saying? That wasn't there. They had plenty of both. So I don't know if Connecticut is just
very plentiful with their systems.
Yeah.
Then again, it's once again it's from a freaking company, not company, but a thing I really can't stand. I'm not a big fan of them, and that's IGN. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. I just don't. I don't know if it's too early to say that someone is trouncing their competition. I think I will say this. If they had just announced Xbox One sold approximately 2 million units at this point, and Sony has broken the 7 million unit mark, I would be like, wow, I think Microsoft's in trouble. But what they're saying here is they're about at 5 million. Sony's at 7 million. I don't see the huge difference yet. I think one of the differences might be the price still. I still do think that price makes a difference. We talked about this when the Wii came out. And I was like, from a technology standpoint, the Wii's not HD, it doesn't have Blu-ray, it doesn't show games at high def, but the average person buying it doesn't care. They just see the price. And when given a choice, they see there's a $100 difference between these two consoles. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Walmart now sells the Xbox One for $449, and that's not a sale price.
Right. That's Walmart's price. Right.
That's their price. So, I just do that.
It is what it is. To me personally, it comes down to games. That's the reason why I haven't picked up the PS4. What am I going to play on this PS4? What's on it for me to play? For me personally, I pick up my systems for me to play. I pick up my 3DS, I got games on it. My Vita, I got games on it. My 360, I got games on it. My Xbox One, I have games on it. My PS3, I have games on it. Where are my games for the PS4? Come out with games on the PS4. The ones that I want to play. I will pick up a PS4. That's for me personally. Because, I have all the other ones. I'm waiting for games. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. You get the system that has the games you want to play on it. Once I'm done with Killzone, because that's about it that's on there right now that I want to play. And Second Son. 2 games. I play them, then my system is sitting there. Then what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then what? I mean, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to sit there and have the system there and go back and play my other games that I have on the PS3, or play the games on my 360, or play the games on the Xbox One while my PS4 is sitting there. No.
And see, what this article is saying here is that when Sony revealed the PS4, they led with games. When they first announced it. When Microsoft revealed the Xbox One, it did the exact opposite by hammering home the console's interconnectivity and its place in your home not as a games console, but as an entertainment device. Now, I will say firsthand, I saw the press conference to both companies, and I remember I told you this. I was excited about both because, 2 systems, two two types of games for each system, or what exclusives for both systems. And I thought, man, the PlayStation 4 looks like it can have some great exclusive games. Man, the Xbox One looks like it could have some great exclusive games, and the whole Connect portion as well. So, to me, just like any other console that I've experienced, with the Wii U is also, I thought all three had their good points. I didn't really look at it like so-and-so's, Sony's screwed, man, or Microsoft screwed. I looked at it like, man, I got three choices, man. I don't even know what to get first.
I have
I'm
two
excited.
of the three. You know what I mean? Who you telling? I have two already of the three. I have the Wii U and the Xbox One. I'm waiting for the games to come out for the PS4, and then I'll pick it up, because if not, I'm not going to have it sitting there. My Wii U, I've got a ton of Mario games plus Mario Kart 8 coming out. My Xbox One, Garden Warfare. I just picked up the which is for both systems, the Metal Gear Solid. I also have Titanfall. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Dead Rising, Rise. You know, all these games that I've been played, and I've been playing them all. And Battlefield 4 on that one. Give me my goddamn games for the PS4. That's what I want Sony to do.
Yeah.
Come out with the freaking games. I want you to come out with more first-person games. Not a bunch of indie games. Indie games are great. I like indie games. I like arcade games. Yes. But I'm not going to buy a fucking $400 system for indie games. Give me my goddamn games.
And if anything, right now, if I had to buy a console right now, if someone were to give me a console right now, I might actually pick the Wii U.
Yes. I would go with the Wii U, dude. Mario Kart 8 is, oh my God.
Give me one. Because to me, I say about the PS4 and the Xbox One, what you're saying about the PS4, as you know, I'm waiting because I'm like, give me my games for both systems. Like, I personally feel like I can't justify an Xbox One yet for me, because the games that I want on the
system not there yet for you.
And the same thing with the PS4. Like the PS4, that game, The Order 1886. Cannot wait for that freaking game. That's going to be hopefully a system seller for that game, for that console. The Xbox One, I'm waiting for the next Halo, or I already have Dead Rising 3 on my list. Titanfall, obviously, but I feel the same way. It's like, give me those games. That I'm waiting for. Now here it says here, let's not forget that the Xbox 360 was completely trouncing PlayStation 3 for literally years. And that PS3 over the long run narrowed the gap. So, I mean, they've gotten better in the latter years. So that's why I'm thinking, like, geez, they're saying, PS4 is killing it, this and that. Give it a minute. Give it a couple years. This might be one of those things. The Xbox One might be the new PlayStation 3. It might be that system that no one really understands yet, and no one wants to buy yet. And then in a year from two, everyone and their mother is going to have to buy it. Because like the Kinect is going to be like, oh, now.
Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. I am not one for a console war, because everybody last generation who sat there and said, oh, the 360, or the PS3, both of them got shut down with the Wii. Because the Wii destroyed them.
Yeah.
Number-wise, the Wii destroyed them. Money-wise, the Wii destroyed them. It is what it is. Nintendo was the console to beat last generation.
Yeah.
All Microsoft and Sony were doing last generation with the 360 and the PS3 was fighting for second place. Their numbers still don't come close to Nintendo's. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah. They were talking about right here the games that are coming out like in the future. They said in at least 2014, Sony really doesn't have much. The Order 1886, which is the game I was talking about, is supposed to come out this year, and the much-delayed Drive Club is
not a big fan of driving.
And that's basically it. It says right here, while Sony could have more to show at E3 and will have much more in the years to come, like Uncharted 4, Microsoft's upcoming catalog in the immediate future is far stronger. Project Spark, Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break, and the much-rumored Halo 2 Anniversary could easily even the playing field. And yes, Titanfall was counterbalanced by infamous Second Son. But what does Sony have to battle each of those games as the year wears on? Titanfall, from what I've seen and what you told me, what everyone has said,
that is a
system
seller. I'm sorry, it is.
Yeah.
It is. And what sucks is that this year, there's only going to be 3 games I'm going to want to play on the PS4. The Order, Second Son,
Order,
and Killzone. 3.
But let me ask you something. Are you going to play Killzone or Second Son?
I mean, I would play them, but then that's it.
They got okay ratings.
Yeah, but it's not a system seller. You know what I mean? But those are games.
Yeah,
those are the games I want to pick up and play because I do like Killzone. I like Mercenaries for my Vita, man. I was killing that. Killzone's 1 for the PS2. Killzone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as a game and want to play the storyline, I want to play that. You know what I mean? Infamous Second Son. Okay, I'll pop it in and play. Okay, awesome. But then that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the order that it comes out. Okay, that's it. No, I need more games. I need more games to come out. I need more. And they don't have it right now. I know. Right now. And it sucks because even in the article it said they're not really going to have anything this year. They have one game coming out and that's it. And then maybe in 2015 or 2016 they'll have it. So it sucks because I'm not going to be able to pick up my system until then. They lost a lot of their exclusives.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts is not going to be exclusive anymore. The Metal Gear is no longer exclusive. Now, if I'm sitting there and I got Killzone, Second Son, Metal Gear, Ground Zero, okay? Phantom Pain and all that stuff on the PS4. Kingdom Hearts on the PS4. The Order. That's 6 games. Hell yeah, I would have freaking already gotten the PS4. Because those are 6 games that I wanted to play. But they're no longer exclusive.
I already got the system. So why not just play on those? Yeah.
Exactly. Them losing their exclusive sucks. And but it is what it is. You buy the system that you want to play.
I'm just feeling that I feel that way about both systems for me. I just feel like I have to have a pretty good amount of choices for both systems, like AAA titles for both systems for me to like if I went up today to get the Xbox One, I just
come June and they have E3 and they announced the Halo 2 anniversary for Xbox One coming out on whatever date, in the fall.
Yeah,
picking it up.
Well, yes, and I'll tell you why. This is the system. This is the game changer for me. I, outside of not reading the Halo books, game wise, I'm pretty high up there on the Halo fan list. Like I absolutely adore the series. I love huge.
Would you call yourself a Halo whore? Okay.
Yes. I'm a slut. I'm a Master Chief.
You dirty boy.
I'm a dirty Master Chief slut, and this is what would happen with that.
It would rule your life.
Halo 2 Anniversary is announced, right? The Witcher 3 is announced. Dragon Age Inquisition is announced, and these games are all coming out the end of 2014. Well, I mean, to me, there's no figuring out which system I'm going to get because what system has Halo? I mean, and I could play The Witcher and Dragon Age on both systems, but I might as well get the Xbox One because that's the one that Halo has. So that to me is
icing
why.
On that, Dead Rising 3.
Yeah.
I got to tell you this right now. Dead Rising
3.
3 is a really fun game. Really awesome.
Dude, how I feel about zombies.
Awesome. Dude, it's awesome. Trust me. Co-op on it.
Dead
Co-op
Island,
on it is
Left
awesome.
4 Dead. Oh yeah, I listen to metal bands that sing about zombies. I watch zombie movies. I got zombie figurines in my house.
You have zombie paraphernalia.
I'm just right. Exactly. I'm just a huge zombie fan. So so that makes sense to me. Like I said, The Witcher, Dragon Age Inquisition. You got Dead Rising 3. Now, if take Dead Rising out of the equation, and you have two systems, right? Well, The Witcher and Dragon Age are on both systems. But then, hey, what about Halo 2 Anniversary? It's redone in HD. It's got a multiplayer redone map. Well, dude, it's Halo. Now, okay, I want to play the other two games. Well, like I said, I got to get an Xbox One because I can not only play those two games that I want to play coming out, but I can also play Halo. That's the game changer right there, man. For me, it is.
You're a big time Halo whore. Hey, listen, I'm in that.
Especially old
I'm in the same
Halo.
boat with you. You know what I mean? I'm praying to the gods that they come out with Waterworks for Halo 2 Anniversary. It is what it is. That's all I will play is fucking Waterworks. Fucking Waterworks.
That'll be.
Oh my god,
over
dude.
and over and over again.
You know what I mean?
Map will be played. Absolutely. So that's, just like you said, it comes down to games.
Yeah, it comes out to the games.
That's what everyone's about. It does come down to games, and I feel right now because Microsoft has, they purchased the Gears of War name. They have the Halo name. Though, see, I don't feel that same attachment to God of War. I don't feel that same fanboyism about Killzone because I haven't had that long relationship with the series. Doesn't mean it's not as good. That's opinionated. Everyone and the mother could say, "Well, Killzone's better." No, Halo's better. It's what you like, people. It's whatever you want to play is what you like. But I don't have that long-term relationship with the Killzone series, so I don't feel that attachment like I do.
I mean, for me, it's not the same. But I am a fan. I am a fan. I do like my Killzone. You know what I mean? I do. I like the Killzone.
So
I want to fucking play it. You know what I mean? I do.
Yeah.
But I can't justify spending $400 just to play one fucking game, and that's what's pissing me off.
No,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
I know I will eventually. I know I will eventually pick up my PS4 once they have more games on it that I want, and once they do, once my hand fills up and I have the 5 fingers filled up with the games that I want to play, I'm picking up the system. AAA's to me, the games that I personally want to play, then yes, I'll pick up the system. Until then, I can't do it.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's got to be
justify my purchase. It is what it is.
Got to justify a purchase. I do think realistically speaking, I was even talking to my wife about this yesterday because we were in Walmart. I'm like, hey, honey, Father's Day present, Xbox One, $449 right there. She goes, well, she even said, well, what are you going to play on? I go, no, actually, I was kidding. I go, but I do want one by the end of the year. And she goes, do you really? I go, yeah, because I believe E3 and some announcements, I think there's going to be at least 3 more very huge games coming out. And if, like I said, if one of them is Halo 2 Anniversary.
Well, you know what you're going to want to do? You're going to want to get Dead Rising 3 out of the works, out of the way, dude. You're going to want to play that before you hit Halo, because once Halo comes out, when the hell are you going to play Dead Rising? You know what I mean? So.
And I'm going to be able to get that for a good price, too. So
I mean, once you have that date of when Halo is going to be coming out, pick it up. Give like Dead Rising some time. Give Titanfall some time. You know what I mean? Give them their due, and then bam. Then you run with Halo, which is what I'm going to. Garden Warfare, I'm telling you right now, you pick up an Xbox One, you pick up Garden Warfare, your daughter is going to. You'll be fighting her to play it. Not really, because you can get 2 controllers and you can play both of you.
They play, yeah. She's very interested in that, and you know what? There's and remember, I keep telling you how a lot of the games I actually don't want them to come out for the 360, like the game Dying Light. Okay, I'm like yes. I saw a game demo for it, and I was like, this looks amazing. It was being played on the PS4. It's coming out for both systems, by the way. But Then it said also available for the PS3 and Xbox 360. I'm like, no, and I do understand they have to cater to both generations because we're in that.
And it sucks that they're doing that with the Watch Dogs and with Wolfenstein.
Yes,
that sucks.
I agree.
But what I am liking, is that the beta for Doom is only next gen, and I'm really hoping that Doom will only be next gen. I really do hope it's only exclusive, because if it's not,
because this is what's going to push me. Like when I tell you, for me, I feel about both systems the way you feel about the PS4. I want all these next gen games to be only next gen. I want to see Dying Light only on the PS4 and Xbox One. Same thing with Wolfenstein. Same thing with Doom 4. Same thing with Destiny. Destiny's going to be on both generations, they announced. I'm like, no. The game's too big.
Elder Scrolls Online is only next gen.
Yes, at least that's...
If you're going to give that any time, you're going to have to be needing to pick that up soon to give it some time. You know what I mean?
See, I would just be so excited if... Enemy Within. Both generations. But what I am excited about is... I just forgot this. Evolve.
Next gen only. Yes. Next gen only. PS4 and Xbox One. Next gen only.
Yes. That's actually another really big title that's coming out in the fall. So see, this is what I'm saying. If they can get some ammunition, get a good 5, 6, 7 really good games where I get that angst, like I don't know which ones to buy because there's too many for the next gen only. That is what gets me excited. That's where I'm going to be running out, getting a next gen system, and picking up 3 or 4 of those titles and going to town. So hopefully hopefully in 6 months we're going to be having this conversation, saying, "Oh, it's here.
Yeah, it's here. It is what it is."
You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. That's it. Holy crap, we're over an hour. Dude.
PAX East, man. PAX East. Now. This is an invitation to whomever's listening. You know who you are. There's quite a few of you. You want to roll with Two Guys Talking Games at 2015 PAX East? Message, inbox message. And we get together and we do what we got to do. Fly down, or drive down, or whatever it is you got to do. And
man, meet some people there.
And
hook up with some people.
Head down to PAX East.
That'd be really cool, man. That'd be really cool. I think if we go next year, we definitely have to, depending how much progress we have in the next year or so, definitely got to make it known that we are
Two Guys Talking. That's right.
Talking Games.
Two Guys Talking Games.
You know what I'm saying? And I will definitely have a next gen system.
Hopefully you'll have it soon, because I'm telling you, you got it.
Have both, or all 3.
You have to give some of these games their time, dude. Because you don't want to just pick up Halo and then you're going to be like Halo for the next year, and then you'll be like, oh damn, and that's when your backlog starts up again, like you've had the stack of like 8 games
in the past. Oh man. Oh, I want to remind you, go on to 360 if you get a chance. Deadlight is free.
Oh.
The game Deadlight. It's a side-scrolling zombie game. I actually willingly purchased it full price when it first came out. Excellent.
Speaking of zombie games, Dead Nation.
Yes.
Oh my
Dead Nation.
God, Dead Nation.
On the
I got that shit for the Vita. Oh, sweet Lord, baby Jesus.
The PS3 is where I played it.
Yeah, well, they got it for PS4, PS3, and the Vita. Yes, I picked it up for the Vita. Okay. Man, I am at work, and that is all I'm doing is nothing but Dead Nation. Holy crap, that is a lot of fun. I recommend that game to anybody. You love zombies? Play Dead Nation.
Yeah. Nice little story in between.
Online co-op and everything. Oh, hell yeah. Yep.
Oh, they got that too, huh?
It's hot.
In between the gameplay and Deadlight, it's similar to Dead Nation because they have like a nice little story with the cutscenes. In between, like the levels, like they do with Dead Nation. Very similar game. I think Deadlight's a little harder. It is a side scroller. It's a little more difficult. Dead Nation is. I love the fact that it's just like you just shoot everyone. He just don't give a crap.
Everything and everybody and their mama.
Yeah. Deadlight's more like, kind of like Shadow Complex here. There's a lot of shooting involved. It's a side scroll. You got to jump here and there and stuff like that. But it is an excellent game, and it is it's an 8.5 when I bought it. It's a 9.5 this week because it's free. So get a chance, just download that baby and just enjoy for free.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Anyway. Yeah, great game.
That just adds to my PS Vita library. I don't know who the hell's talking about Vita doesn't have that many games. I'm sorry. I need a new case for my Vita to hold all these different games that that I have and that I'm about to get. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're really starting to really come into themselves with the games and stuff like that.
Yes.
Finally. It took, the Vita's been out for how long now?
2 years.
Maybe a couple of years? Yeah, right, 2 years. But, Sony's got a track record for doing this. They come out with something, apparently not with the PS4, but they usually come out with a system that this is how I've seen them in the last few, the Vita, the PSP, the PS3. They come out at first, out of the gate, and it's kind of like a real quiet, weak showing, but after a few years, they absolutely
they have those games coming out. Right now, 2 weeks. I'm gonna have both Borderlands 2 and God of War 1 and 2 HD remade for the Vita. On top of that, Final Fantasy X. Oh, come on, man! I already,
wow.
It's ridiculous, dude. I'm telling you, the amount of games, and the time,
and the God of War series. Those first two games are excellent games, man. Really good games. I played 2 more than the first one, but excellent games, man. Wow, some good stuff right there.
Oh yeah.
That's about all I've got, man. Yeah, huh? That's it for you too, huh?
That's it, man.
Well, that's episode 30 right there, man. You had our take on PAX East. Wasn't completely satisfied with the experience, but like X had mentioned, perhaps next year we'll hit up Friday.
Because it's Friday. Even though we got a job, we ain't going to have shit to
do. Hey, hopefully we'll have a job. But, great quote right there from one of my favorite movies.
You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. Stimulate your mind, Craig.
Great movie, man. You know what?
I'm going to watch me some Friday. I want to watch Friday 1, 2, and 3. And pray for 4.
Yeah, have like a little marathon.
Friday marathon. A Friday-thon.
That's a great idea, man. If I could stop myself from Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
I just gotta get to the Souls part.
It ain't gonna happen.
Anyway, all right. Yeah, that's about it for this episode, man. Episode 30. And you guys, if you can continue to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook, we really appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? And until next week, we are 2 Guys Talking Games.
Peace!
That's it, man.